this video, we're going to be talking about our trigger system. Our trigger system is mostly stock with two parts that are not stock, which would be our flat face trigger shoe and the plunger safety spring, which we do replace with a lightened spring. Everything else in the trigger system is OEM. So reliability is going to be something that you never have to worry about. We use a factory striker, we don't hollow it, we don't drill holes into it, we don't modify it other than polishing surfaces. We use a factory striker spring, which will have consistent strikes on primers, even the most difficult of primers, because it's stock. So anything that a stock pistol will eat, our pistol will eat. We also run a factory trigger return spring, so you're going to have that positive reset that everyone that shoots Glocks, at least standard Glocks and stock Glocks, are used to and accustomed to. So you're not going to have a sluggish reset that you have to lift your finger off of to allow it to reset. Lightened triggers down to 3 pounds are very typical of this. You have to literally force your finger forward to allow it to reset. Releasing pressure off of the trigger is not simply enough as it is with a factory trigger return spring, which is what we're running. We use a OEM minus connector to drop the trigger pull down a bit, and then we polish it and tune it with a factory Gen 3 bar. If you send us a Gen 4, we're going to replace that Gen 4 bar with a Gen 3. And the reason for that is there's a small dimple on the forward portion of the trigger bar itself, which causes problems. It just doesn't work well with the geometry of how we like to tune these pistols. So we take all your parts, we tune them, polish them, resurface them, and stone them to make them work the way that we like them to work. So your trigger pull is going to be at 4 1/4. There is a little bit of fluctuation because every Glock is different, but generally speaking, it's going to be right around 4 1/4. If you have an agency requirement, if you're law enforcement, we can absolutely make that a heavier pull for you to be within guidelines and maintain 100% factory internals with our shoe. Or you can opt out for not using the trigger system at all. We'll leave it completely stock for you. The most noteworthy portion is our flat face trigger shoe with a small toe or curvature at the bottom, which is a different concept for all of the pistol world. So it's flat face, which gives you a consistent direct pull to the back, and the toe is great for indexing because every time you place your finger on that trigger, that toe will remind you that you're in the same place for a consistent pull every single time.